Cape Cod Broadcasting weaves the listening environments of 99.9 WQRC, Ocean 104.7, WFCC Classical 107.5, Cape Country 104, and CapeCon.com's website experience to reflect the lifestyles of the people who live, work, and play on Cape Cod. We hope that you enjoy this podcast.
I'm Laura Reckford, and this is Sunday Journal. We're going to be talking about the Brazilian community in the region and issues of immigration, very much in the news these days. And I'm here in the studio with Alex DeCunha, who is owner of DeCunha Carpet Cleaning in Dennis. He is president of Professionals of Cape Cod, which is a business organization for the Brazilian community locally here on the Cape. And he's on the board of directors of the Dennis Chamber of Commerce. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
And also here is Tiago Diaz, who is executive director of the Brazil New England Chamber of Commerce, which is based in Framingham, and he lives in Boston. Tiago, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Let's start with you telling the listeners about yourselves and how long for you, Alex, that you've been on the Cape.
Well, I have been on the Cape probably for about 12 years, and I came to the Cape to work as a nurse's aide in a nursing home. And then I get married and kind of get stuck in here and start my own business here about 8 years ago. And I have been very happy and grateful to be here.
And tell us a little bit about your business.
When I was a nurse's aide, and on my day off, my wife was a nurse's aide as well, and she have a private care. And she hated to see me off at home and doing nothing. She asked me to do a carpet cleaning for one of her clients. And that client paid me $150, and the neighbor asked me what I was doing, and he asked me to do his carpet as well. And then I get the idea of to do carpet cleaning for the people as a part-time, and I did some investment. I used my credit cards and learned how to get into that kind of business. A couple of years later, I was doing it full-time, and has been very grateful because Cape Cod is a really unique place for those small service business because everything is about referral. And people has been referring me around, has been really good to me. And Chamber of Commerce in Dennis has been a great part of my business. And the business has been growing from there. And I'm very happy to say I make a living by cleaning carpet. And it worked really well.
And again, you were born in Brazil. And
yes.
What part of the country?
Governador Valadares, Minas Gerais. My town was really famous for the people to be coming to U.S. It's over 35,000 people. 30,000 people have been coming to U.S.
So from your individual town,
yes.
Over 30,000 people have come to the United States since the 1980s.
Yes, and about over 10% of the population of the town.
Interesting. And what drew them to this region?
Dollar.
Okay.
And my town was for long. I remember when I was a child, and the currency in my town was dollar because the inflation was really high. I remember I have an old bicycle, and I sold the bicycle for $100. Everybody talked about dollar, U.S. dollar, and because there was so many U.S. dollar in currency in my hometown because the people sending money to Brazil. And everybody heard about the U.S. so much, and they started to immigrate to the U.S.
And you came to the U.S., as you said, you met your wife here, and is she Brazilian also?
Yes, she is Brazilian.
And then did you eventually become a U.S. citizen, or how did that work?
Permanent resident, because
okay.
my family is, my brothers, they already American citizens. They have been, a couple brothers, they came on 85. And after my father passed away, my mom came, and I was left there and said, well, I'm going to U.S. I was 19 years old when I came to U.S.
Okay, and so you have a lot of family here. And Tiago, what brought you to this country, and whereabouts in Brazil are you from?
Yeah, well, Laura, thank you. I'm from Espírito Santo. It's a state, a little state. It's like 3% of Brazilian population and income, and it's pretty near from Rio de Janeiro. And I'm here for 3 months only. I just moved into this area, to Boston. And I used to work as auditor in Brazil, working for the state government of Espírito Santo. And I worked for 4 years as auditor. And in 2012, when I come to Boston, we did a conference at MIT, and we discussed about education, about business and government, and we gathered together the Brazilian community there. And in this occasion, one of the suggestions was to open a Brazilian New England Chamber of Commerce, an institution that could gather together and organize the Brazilian community here in this area. And at that time, it was just a dream. Okay, it was planning that institution, and I just came 3 months ago to help to build that organization, which is a Chamber of Commerce.
And I know members of your organization have been meeting with local officials on the Cape to let them know about the organization, and that you're hoping to have more members from this region. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're based in Framingham, because there is a huge population there in the city, but you are all over New England, through Boston, Cape Cod, Framingham. And yes, we are like meeting with some authorities and people from the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, the Cape Cod Community College, and the town. We are having conversations and dialogues with the authorities. So we want to find ways that you can help the businesses. You want to take them to the next level, to the next steps. And we only can do it with partners like towns and universities and colleges, so you can offer them like education and information. That's what they need.
What are some of the examples of partnerships that could happen between, say, the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce and your organization, the Brazil New England Chamber of Commerce? How could those two organizations work together?
Yeah, we could offer courses for employees. We know that there is a huge immigrant community here, and they sometimes are not used to some rules that are applied for employees, and that's one of the fields that you can do, so you can improve safe employment. And also with universities and community college, we want to offer like managing courses. I used to say that Brazilians are very creative, but they are not well organized, and you help to help them with like planning, strategic planning, finances, marketing, those management skills that they need for their businesses.
Alex, tell us a little bit about Professionals of Cape Cod, which is a business organization for the Brazilian community.
Yeah, Professionals of Cape Cod was founded by a guy called Marcelo, and he owns Decor Painting. He was a paint guy here on the Cape, and after that crisis with all the real estate was going down, and he didn't have a much job, and he started to call all the other business, and he put everybody together in a room, and he started to say, well, how we can help each other. And then at that day, we was kind of not really organized on that meeting. I stepped up, and I ended up being the president of the group at that time, and we started right there, and we saw we don't have much education on business. And we started to invest. So instead of be focused on making money, money should be a consequence. And let us see out the problems. Then we saw a lot of those guys, they don't even have insurance. And then we said, well, if we say we have a business, we need to be legit. And we started to, then we found a guy who was Brazilian, and he worked for insurance agency. He came in. He ended up making some money because everybody needed his service. And then the people start to get better skills, and they get certified, get insurance, and now we can be safe to refer them to our clients. And we start to refer each other and bring different people to be speaker to talk about bookkeeping, marketing, all that little stuff. On that year, we end up passing over $200,000 in referrals between us. And a year later, we passed $900,000 on referrals.
Really growing.
And
Amazing.
in 3 years, we passed $1.2 million in referrals.
Amazing.
And the people start to be more confident because they know how to do the job well. But sometimes just the behavior, like a simple thing, like you knock the door of the client, give it 3 steps back. Don't be chewing gum. Don't smoke on the driveway. Always wear uniforms. and learn how to do a 30 seconds commercial about your business and be confident what you're saying.
Yeah.
Learn English. If you want to be in business, you need to know how to speak the language because you decide to live here. And we start to point that, and then SCORE came and you start to work with us. Once a month, SCORE come to us and give us a little speech about issues we can have in the business, marketing, administration, all that little stuff, and has been really great. A lot of those people, they don't even know the SCORE exists. What is it? What is the SCORE? And I knew SCORE for the past, and I started to explain them. That's the people who can help you for free. Don't
and
cost
as you say,
anything.
SCORE, we have a Cape Cod chapter, and they can help business people free of charge. They're retired business people who come and help and can do mentoring. And so you've made use of that organization.
Exactly, and that has been great. And a lot of people don't even know about them.
Yep.
And
how many people are in Professionals of Cape Cod?
we have been attending about 15 to 20 people, give and take.
Okay.
And
So-
we're trying to grow and get a model of the community organized.
It's
This year, from January to now, was over 300 new business open. I just got those numbers from the account. Was between DBAs and corporations. Was about over 300.
And those, when you say over 300 businesses have opened that have Brazilian owners, is that what you're saying?
Brazilian owners.
On
Just
Cape
Brazilian,
Cod.
on Cape Cod.
And is that? Did you say that's in the past year?
Just from January, just now in 2014.
And as we talked briefly before the show, there's a long history of Brazilians coming to this region. And do you have a sense of how many Brazilians are here, how many people are here legally, and how many people might not be legal at this time?
I know we have over 200,000 Brazilians in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And on Cape Cod, we used to be over 20, and now we are averaging about 12,000 on Cape Cod. And today, almost everyone is already legal, and the ones who don't have the papers yet, now with the Obama, they're probably going to be getting some benefits, but it's not many because after the crisis, all those people, they start to get scared of the police, and a lot of left. That were over 8,000 people left in the past 8 years or so.
Okay, interesting. So you think in the height there were about 20,000 Brazilians here on Cape Cod, and then now you think it's down to more like 12,000 with about 8,000 having left with the things that happen with the economy locally and also issues with immigration.
Yeah, because if you don't have a paper, it was getting really hard to stay, and they decide to live in.
And now with this executive order, Tiago, what have you heard from people in the greater Boston area, and then we'll also talk about Cape Cod specifically, about what are people saying in the Brazilian community about the executive order? How many people will be able to take advantage of that?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, people are very excited about this executive order. We don't know for sure how many people we benefited here in Massachusetts, but of course it's going to be so good for businesses and also for the families that of course it will make the community safer, and you raise the of course the employment rates among the immigrant community.
And so here on Cape Cod, Alex, do you have a sense of how many people who might be able to take advantage of this new executive order?
And I believe probably around 1,000 or so. They're going to be able to work. They're going to be able to drive safe because the truth is they are already here. They're not going back unless the immigration comes and grab them and send them back. They are here. They want to stay here. They already have children here. A lot of them already own a house here. And if they are here, well, you have two choices. Send them back by force or try to make a way where they can be a part of the community. That's what they want to be. They want to participate. They don't want to just to get welfare. They want to be able to do the share part of the community because they have been here for so many years. The children's already on the school, and sometimes you just don't know. But they are here. That's the reality. And let us take the best. If they are here, you don't going to be sending them back. at least let her collect the taxes the way it's supposed to be, and let her make them safe to be driving, get insurance, and all that stuff, because the truth, they are here.
Have you known of situations where families have gotten separated because someone had to go back and was not able to continue to be here?
I know the situation where they get arrested. They was in jail for over 6 months. They was able to get out of jail for that, and the husband ended up getting divorced because the husband, he got in panic, and he signed up to be deported, and the husband was deported, and the wife and children was here. And then when children pass away here, they get so many stories here they don't want to live, and the husband left. And that was even was on my family, was a cousin that happened to her. And that's sad because the guy got so panicked to be in jail and he decided to be deported and stay in jail. And the lady, she was left. Today she has all the paper. Her daughter is a nurse. She has been doing really well, and they're doing well here. And they glad to be here. But unfortunately, it was a separation of the family.
What places would you refer people who might want to find out more about your organizations or other resources for immigrants?
Here on the Cape, we have at Hyannis Main Street, we have the Brazilian Immigrant Center. It's 255 Hyannis Main Street. And you can call me in regard to the Professionals of Cape Cod at 774-810-9977. We meet every Tuesday at the Career Opportunities office. The Career Opportunity has been a great support of us.
And I know Career Opportunities is over on North Street in Hyannis, so people can find that. As you say, you meet there. And is anyone welcome to come?
Yes, and anytime, just if it's an English speak, just give me a call so I can prepare everything in English, because usually we speak in Portuguese over there, but every time we have been getting a lot of visitors who does speak in Portuguese, and we set up the whole meeting in English to make sure they know what we're doing over there and to meet everybody over there. And it has been really helpful. We have getting a lot of help.
Tiago, any last words to leave people with on how they can find out more?
Yes, we're going to have our next meeting in Cape Cod, and it's going to be the last one because it commemorates the holidays. It's going to be December 8th. And Brazilian Grill Restaurant at 7 p.m. And all Brazilian business and non-Brazilians are invited to come and enjoy us in this network meeting and cocktail, which is supported by the Dream Homes Estates team powered by Keller Williams. And you also can reach us on our website, which is Branek.com, Branek with 2 C's.
Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Laura.
I'm Laura Reckford, and this is Sunday Journal.
This podcast is a presentation of Cape Cod Broadcasting, which is solely responsible for its content. Thank you for listening. For more information, please visit us at capecodbroadcasting.com.